What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Avondale, Ohio is where we're going with our first story of the day. And this right here, I want to talk deep about this with y'all. Yesterday, supposedly, there was a demonstration of neo-Nazis over a highway overpass in Avondale, Ohio. Shout out Avondale. And they said it was over Interstate 75, in which they put up signs saying America's for the white man, and they had some black flags with red swastikas on them standing up there over the bridge. This is nothing new. And this stuff like this will continue to happen. And I'll explain why. And anyway, in this story, they went up there and did this stuff, and supposedly this is a historical black neighborhood. And I just want to show you what happened. Take a look at this.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Linsky.
And I'm Paula Toti. We are following breaking news. Neo-Nazis bring their message to a busy spot along I-75.
Yeah, demonstrators and a banner were both spotted on an overpass between Avondale and the historically black village of Lincoln Heights. There was a swift response there. Local 12's Paige Barn has been in that area this afternoon and joins us now live with the latest. Paige.
Yeah, hey guys, the protesters have since cleared out, as well as the counter protests. Just before 3, right behind me on this overpass, as you mentioned, there were about 13 people who were dressed in black, waving a white supremacist flag, and some of them had swastikas as well as carrying rifles on them. Now, shortly after, a counter protest of Lincoln Heights residents say they chased the protesters away, took the flag from the bridge, and burned it. Hamilton County Sheriff's deputies tried to disperse the residents, but they made their way to a Jeep they believed belonged to one of the white supremacists. They slashed the tires and the windows were punched out. Now, as a historically black neighborhood, residents add they will not allow hate to come in.
That's what Lincoln Heights is about. You know, you hear a lot of things, but we're a community at heart, and a proud historical African American community. So things of that nature, symbols of that nature, don't stand here. You know, it said, you know, that's a symbol of hate. We're a community of pride and love.
We're working to find out if anyone was arrested. Hamilton County Sheriff's deputies were here, Avondale, Woodlawn, Reading, as well as Cincinnati Police Departments were here as well. Live in Lincoln Heights, Paige Barnes, Local 12 News.
All right, Paige, thank you for that update there. And new tonight, the Cincinnati NAACP is responding to this display. The group says, quote, "We will hold strong in our commitment to the unity and respect for all people of all ethnicities, religions, gender, age, and sexual orientation. It is well known that people receive messages and actions in different manners. The current executive orders and actions have angered many and emboldened others. This is not normal and should not be accepted as such."
Apparent Nazis demonstrated in a greater Cincinnati neighborhood, and the people living there immediately sent the message they're not welcome. WCPO 9 News reporter Sean Delancey shows us how they drove hate out of Lincoln Heights.
People from the historically black Lincoln Heights community were quick to tell a group of people waving swastika flags on that overpass over I-75 that they are not welcome here. In fact, that black blob on the concrete right over there is the charred remnants of one of those flags burned to a crisp. Waving swastika flags, some armed with rifles. Eric Ruffin took this video of a group of apparent Nazis in Lincoln Heights where he says they called him the N-word.
Officially letting you know there is racism in America. This is absolutely ridiculous that I got to deal with this.
Other videos show counter-protesters breaking through a police line to confront them. The group that eventually grew to more than 100 took a swastika emblazoned flag and set it aflame, leaving just this blob. Charlene Evans helped set it on fire.
In this neighborhood, we do stand for something. This here turf is golden soil, and it won't be tarnished with things like that.
One man arranged bullets to spell out LH on the flag, a message not to return to Lincoln Heights. to lower the temperature.
We need you, Lord, now to come in the midst of it.
Lincoln Heights Baptist Church began a spontaneous prayer.
It's all about faith. But we are doing the work of God.
Still, anger went beyond the white supremacist display to the police who kept the group separate.
Nobody's coming to save us. They allowing the Nazis in.
In a statement, the Evendale Police Department says that while the protest was very offensive, it was not illegal. Look, the Sheriff's Department responding in a statement of their own that they responded to de-escalate the situation and make sure that no one was hurt. Looking forward, Pastor Julian Cook has a message.
There are obviously people who want to spread hate right now. To those people, what is your message?
You will not win. You will not win. You may try, but we have a history of being able to push past these things, as difficult as they may be. You will not win.
There has been a long list of statements and addresses from politicians, the NAACP, and more. For all of that, head over to WCPO.com. In Lincoln Heights, I'm Sean Delancey, WCPO 9 News.
All right, you seen that people got mad, said up to 100 people was out there, chased their stupid asses away. Police had to protect them and get them out of there, but they still tore somebody's truck up. Now, my thing is this. There's two things with this initially. Number one, people that do this type of stuff feel as though they act like they have an agenda, but they're just out there to try to show an act of bravery to each other, that they got big nuts to put some stuff out there that they know will enrage people. That's how I look at this. If you go around and look, and I've been looking all morning, they never out these groups unless they get caught nationally doing a crime. You don't know who this group was, but they just showed them up there. Now, the media came after this was up there, but this group came out there, did some crazy stuff. They showed what the signs said, but you notice the signs don't have nothing on them that show who the group is. They don't know who this group is, so they did all that stuff and they left. Now, the police protected them because out here you got this Freedom of Expression Act that, you know what I'm saying, is out here. People get mad when people express this, but when people express themselves in other ways, they don't say nothing about it. See, I try not to let myself get triggered by bullshit like this. And that's the problem we got out here. For far too long, those in the black community were able to get triggered. They show black folk going out there and getting upset, and rightfully so. Because I'm going to tell you something, when you see stuff like that, it affects everybody differently according to your upbringing, what you went through, what your ancestors went through, so on and so forth. The reaction is what the reaction is. But when you do stuff like this, right, there needs to be, you need to be allowed to be like, yo, something, you go out there and you push something like that, some type of hateful agenda or some type of white supremacy or something like that, and you know it's not tolerated, even by people that look like you better be ready to see what comes with it. That's why nobody got arrested. I have no problem with what they did. You know what I'm saying? If anything, they should have been able to smack the hell out of them people, but, you know, they would have wound up dying and they had guns out there. See, that thing with the guns, standing there with the guns and showing this and all this stuff, it's not a good look, especially with younger people idolizing people like that and trying to understand principles and saying, oh, these young minds getting influenced. I feel the same way. And then they go and target somebody that doesn't even know this story came up today. I.e. these kids that are doing these school shootings, other people, so on and so forth. This is stupid shit. I'd ban it. I would ban that shit. Any type of thing of inclusion of for a negative cause, that symbol brings up a lot of hate and resentment that people see when they see that, or it just brings up a lot of fear. What is the purpose of doing shit like that? It ain't like you got a desk where people could come and sign up or this and that. You standing up there, it's just a bunch of goofy stuff. And if you ever notice, people that are in these type of groups are big ass kids. Stupid asses. The guy drove by, they're pointing and saying stuff. Goofy shit. Stop letting shit trigger you. Seriously, them people was upset. And I don't know if you noticed, when they interviewed people, what did they look like? Besides being black, they was all what? Older people that remember the civil rights and all this other stuff. Stuff that a lot of people cried about showing So these people still have a sense of pride or a sense of achievement off of the blood in the backs of others that tried to make it to where we can do what we do nowadays. And then you get these people that are young. So a lot of these people that are standing out there with them dumbass flags and stuff like that, doing the salute and all of that stuff. A lot of these people don't even understand the history behind that shit. They just want to be a part of something. People are like sheep. They are. A lot of people in America are like sheep. They're led to and fro. That's why you try to think independently and analyze things as they come to you. Look at these people and get their ass beat. They're stupid. They're stupid as hell. Let me say this before I get out of here. You're going to see more of this now because Trump is in office. And is it due to him? No, but I'm going to tell you something. No matter what, every time you see this shit right here, you're going to think back at the Capitol buildings getting stormed or whatever building that was in Washington, D.C. People tearing shit up. Somebody died. A cop died. Other people was hurt. When Trump pardoned them Proud Boy members for tearing that shit up, that's the worst thing his dumbass could have did. See, Trump don't care about none of this shit. Y'all think, oh, Trump is racist. Trump is putting these people. He don't care. He don't. Going by what I've seen from him and the makeup of how he wants to be seen publicly, he not going to address this shit. That Proud Boy shit and the pardoning and letting them all out of jail and all of this type of stuff, that's the worst thing he could have did, because now it emboldens any Tom, Dick, and dumbass to jump up and run around with flags because they think Trump is down with that shit, and it makes them more emboldened because they're thinking now with Trump back in office and to be part of the Proud Boys, they got a little bit of autonomy. It's bullshit. Trump cares nothing about these people. He cares nothing about nothing. He has his own agenda. None of us know it. But he's back in office. We'll find out soon enough. You know what I mean? Another thing is with him pardoning Proud Boys and all that type of stuff, and they went back out there doing whatever they want, all of a sudden that right there kind of elevated this type of behavior because people feel as though, how can I say this? We can say what we want. Trump is on our side. You look at the deportation stuff right now and how the country's in a chaotic state. You look at the deportation, it feeds right into a lot of the rhetoric and BS that a lot of these hate groups talk about. Get everybody out. This belongs to the white man, so on and so forth. Crazy shit. These fucktards get emboldened because now you're starting to see ICE deportations and stuff like that. And you're seeing, I did stories on it. You're seeing people come up like they're fake ICE impersonators, berating people, trying to scare them, which I'm totally against. That's fucktard shit. And now this right here goes into the gender, into the genre of, oh, this is what we're talking about. Get the Mexicans out. Get this out. Get these people out. All of this type of stuff. It feeds into their agenda. And it emboldens them. That's why they get up there and they do this stuff, because immigration and deportation is our what? Hot topic. So they go up there, boom. For all we know, they just wanted some exposure. They ran off laughing. We made them mad. The nigs. This is stupid shit. You ever notice they don't ever do that shit in Jewish neighborhoods? You peep that? Because black folks are easily triggered. And it makes news. They know the police gonna come out there and save their stupid asses. So they go and do that stuff. And then they'll leave the flags, run off. They'll show black folks upset, feeling disrespected, and rightfully so sometimes, burning the stuff up. And then their cameras get in their face. We don't play that, this and that. I understand that. But no arrest was made. Nobody got fucked up. And they run off laughing. This is us. Remember that thing? In Ohio, we the ones that did that. Stupid shit. I don't do none of this goofy shit. This sheep shit to me. You know what I'm saying? As long as you focusing on that, something else is being done in the opposite direction that you're supposed to be looking in. That's just my opinion. All this shit is bullshit to me. A lot of it staged and fake. That's my opinion. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I mean, nowadays, man, with the way government is and the way things are around here, you don't know the real from the fake. So, I mean, I reported on it because it was news, but for all we know, that shit could have been staged to gauge the temperature of the people that is meant to offend. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.